Hi everybody, good morning. Thanks for joining our webinar on leveraging Azure HDInsight as a cloud BI solution. Today in this webinar, we will be covering how we can use HDInsight service offered by Windows Azure as a cloud BI solution. So we will be covering a overview of HDInsight, and then we will discuss about various usage scenarios in which HDInsight can be leveraged for generating various business intelligence reports and dashboards, and we will discuss about a quick demo on HDInsight. I will discuss about it, and I would be like to take any questions before having an introduction to SpadeWorks and concluding this webinar. So let me introduce myself. I am Srini Pule. I am leading Azure and mobile practices here at SpadeWorks. I am having around 15 plus years of experience in IT industry, spanning various roles, starting from a developer, lead architect, and now I am leading best practices. I worked in various organizations, including the top IT companies like Hewlett Packard, and now I am leading these practices in SpadeWorks. So let me talk briefly about HDInsight. HDInsight is a big data solution offered by Microsoft on top of the Windows Azure Cloud Platform. As we all know, Apache Hadoop is the industry standard big data solution. Various organizations have adopted Apache Hadoop as their de facto standard on big data, and even Microsoft leveraged Apache Hadoop as a core as part of their big data solution. HDInsight has been built based on Hortonworks data platform, which we are calling as HDP. On top of it, the Hadoop core has been developed utilizing the MapReduce and HDFS file systems. As we all know, MapReduce is the utility developed by Google, and now it is a library, open source library being managed by Apache Foundation. And HDFS, the nothing but Hadoop distributed file system, which is the base file system that will be used for MapReduce jobs, which is distributed across various nodes in a cluster. Now on top of it, the HDInsight has various components that will be used for carrying out the big data computations. Those components can be listed as Pig, Hive, Oozie, and Scoop. What is Pig? Pig is nothing but a framework. Again, it's an open source framework offered by Apache for running queries on large datasets. Large datasets means they are really into gigabytes and terabytes. So Pig offers a framework on which we can run queries, and Pig also offers queries that can be developed using a programming language called Pig Latin. Also, we can use Java as a programming language if we want to develop such queries in Pig. Hive is a Hive is a data warehouse, again open source from Apache Foundation. These are available as part of HDInsight service, which are being offered by Windows Azure. Oozie is a workflow scheduler offered on Windows Azure platform for computing the big data MapReduce jobs. And Scoop is a database connector for importing and exporting data to and from HDInsight and SQL Server. So we can use two connectors for importing data from SQL Server, MS SQL Server, or Windows SQL Server, Windows Azure SQL Service, or we can also export data vis-a-vis, vice versa. So these are the various components that are available as part of HDInsight. HDInsight service also offers command line utilities for accessing all these components. So if we have a cluster set up with HDInsight, we can remotely log into the cluster machines, and from the command console line we will be able to access these tools if we want, as well as Windows Azure Management Portal offers the user interface to access these components. Right? HDFS and MapReduce, as we know, they form the core for computing jobs, for the big data computations. What is the difference between HDInsight compared to any other big data solution in the market today? The major benefit that HDInsight offers is the BI reporting. The business intelligence reporting that Microsoft has offered earlier in other tools like Excel or SSAS analysis service or SQL Server reporting service, they can seamlessly connect to the HDInsight backend that is hosted on Windows Azure. So Excel with Power Query, Power Pivot, and Power View, which are very much powerful in the BI space today, they can easily connect to the HDInsight cluster that is hosted on Windows Azure. This can be achieved through the ODBC mechanism that today we have on our Windows machines. So if we have a special driver that is available from Microsoft, we can install that driver for Hive. Excel driver for Hive. If we install that driver on our machines, from Excel we will be able to connect to the HDInsight cluster Hive database that is hosted on Windows Azure platform. Also, we will be able to connect SQL Server analytics services as well as SQL Server reporting services to consume the data that is available in Hive database hosted in HDInsight backend in Windows Azure. Today, the HDInsight data, typically the big data, when we talk about the data, goes in terabytes, which we all are aware. These terabytes of data is typically get stored in Windows Azure blob storage. The blob storage, as we all know, is the cheapest, but at the same time it is the most reliable offering from Windows Azure. So this way Windows Azure is offering all the benefits of a typical Hadoop based enterprise scale big data solution, but at the same time it is giving us cost effective and reliable storage. And the Azure blob storage is completely HDFS compliant, so we will be able to run any other tools that can run on HDFS system directly on the Azure blob storage. Recently, that means around 2 days ago, HDInsight has been general available. That means globally available. It is for all of us to try it out. Earlier, it was in a preview mode, so we need to have a specific request to Microsoft for trying out HDInsight, but now it is available for all of us to have. So let me talk about briefly about various usage scenarios in which we can implement HDInsight. One of the easy and direct scenario where we have the data coming out in a semi or unstructured data. So that could be our logs, or that could be data generated from various systems like uh, sensors, mobile devices, etc. So all such data can be loaded into Windows Azure Insight, HDInsight, as a comma separated files. CSV files is typically the data input format for HDInsight, and the HDInsight service on Azure will take that input. It can be of terabyte size, and then it does all the computing based on the MapReduce algorithms, and then we will be able to connect using Excel services like Power Pivot and Power View, using the ODBC driver to visualize the data that is available in the CSV files. This is a typical straightforward simple scenario in which HDInsight can be utilized. We feel that this is the majority of the scenarios where the data that we have, which is of terabytes of size, that can be visualized using HDInsight. Now HDInsight and the Excel has come up with a powerful feature to connect to with a public data repositories like the US Census, or even Standard and Poor data. So there are external data sources, and we will be able to connect with those data sources, and directly we can load the data into HDInsight for data visualization purposes. And now I'm going to the next usage scenario where we feel that could be a typical enterprise scenario where the enterprise already having a certain data model, and then they also are going to have some lot of unstructured data coming into picture. So this is where the typical enterprises may be having a scenario where they already have the data models built for their internal business intelligence, but now they are going to utilize the unstructured and semi-structured data being originated from other types of data sources. That could be their internal social platforms like Yammer, or that could be like the public social forums like Facebook or Twitter. So those feeds can be utilized as another source of data, and that can be integrated with their already inbuilt BI solutions, and HDInsight can be leveraged to combine both the data and provide a single user interface as a BI reporting tool. Here the beauty is the HDInsight output can be displayed in SharePoint web parts as well. So that is what is the beauty that we are seeing, where HDInsight is a powerful tool in case of any enterprise solution which wants to utilize their existing in-house BI along with the upcoming social data. So here the data that can be collected from device sensors or mobiles, devices or social platforms, that can be from the data source layer, and that is loaded into HDInsight services on Azure, like how we discussed in the earlier scenario. This HDInsight data can be merged with the existing BI solution that could be an SSAS based solution. The output of HDInsight can be integrated with existing BI and SSAS, and both can be integrated and displayed on typical web parts of a SharePoint environment. We feel this could be one of the typical usage scenarios in enterprises today, because they already have built a lot of BI solutions in-house. They need not waste those investments because they already have some solutions running in-house, and they already having intranets running on SharePoint. So those investments can be safeguarded with this type of a approach. If any other BI solution, if the enterprise is going to adopt, then it it may be like they are not going to utilize their existing investments fully. So this is another benefit because HDInsight is coming out from Microsoft, so it has direct integration with the existing Microsoft technologies like SharePoint or SSAS for that matter. We are going to go another scenario where it has the data coming out from again a structured or semi-structured manner. Again, either it is social platforms or sensors or some other internal applications, and that can be loaded again onto HDInsight. Here, in place of a analyst services, we can have a data management layer like data warehouses. It could be again SQL server based data warehouse, and we also can have a data quality services to clean up the data, cleanse the data before even displaying it on reporting services like SSRS. So this way, though these are three scenarios that we are thinking of in which HDInsight can be a typical fit, the permutations combinations of these three scenarios is also possible, and it could be a great opportunity for enterprises to leverage HDInsight with mix and match scenarios to exploit the benefit of HDInsight. So we want to have a demo of these scenarios, and we would like to have this demo in our next webinar. My apologies, I wanted to show the demo in this webinar. However, because of a technical glitch, I am unable to demonstrate that, and we will be showcasing that in our next webinar. And we request you to participate there, where we will be showcasing those powerful capabilities of HDInsight. I would like to take any question and answers at this point of time, if you have. Okay, so I'm going to my next item in this, which is a quick introduction to Spadeworks. So Spadeworks, founded in 2006. Spadeworks is based in Pune, Maharashtra, India. Since beginning, Spadeworks is into focusing on Microsoft technologies. It could be SharePoint, Microsoft.NET, and now into Windows Azure. We also focus on mobile application development, Android, iOS, and Windows Phone. Typically, we focus on software development of various solutions and mobile application development, custom application development as well. We are now around 85 plus employees spread across our offices in India. Primarily, the delivery center is in India, but we have sales offices in US and other locations as well. We have successfully executed around 150 plus projects, and the important differentiator that we bring onto the table is called UCSE, User-Centered Software Engineering. This is a trademarked methodology adopted by Spadeworks while developing the solutions. So UCSE's concept is to keep the end consumer of the solutions as a central theme while developing the solutions. This helps us to conceptualize and develop solutions for maximum adoption with great user experiences. We got very much appreciation for adopting this approach, and we delivered successful solutions to our customers. So Spadeworks has awarded awards by NASSCOM. NASSCOM is the software services body in India, as one of the top emerging companies, top 50 emerging companies. And Spadeworks also bagged the award from Maharashtra government, the state IT award in 2010. And we offer our services into typical 5 buckets. Cloud and SaaS enablement, which covers Windows Azure as the base platform. We develop solutions, and we also enable the solutions for cloud. So cloudification of solutions also we support. And enterprise mobility, developing mobile applications for the enterprises is another key service offering from our side. Enhancement sustenance, which is a support projects from our side, which we will be able to serve our customers, providing support services of their existing products or solutions. We also develop products as well for our customers, as well as we have our own products which we will be offering to our customers. As any other typical service organization, we also have application development as another key service offering from our side. From assets, we develop various assets while delivering solutions. These assets will help us in expediting the delivery as well as building quality output for our customers. This helps us to pass on the benefit of our learnings which we came across while executing the various projects. These are IP assets of Spadeworks. Azure is a framework to deliver solutions on Windows Azure. So this has the key building blocks which typically any solution is needed. This helps us to deliver quality output with less amount of time. Thus, the overall solution cost benefit will be passed on to our customers. ByPlay is a gamification solution that we have developed, and this is a framework that can be easily adopted in case of SharePoint solution. So any gaming framework or gaming type of a feature requirements on SharePoint, we can easily adopt with ByPlay. IdeaComb is a product, idea management product developed by Spadeworks, and we have customers in India, Fortune 100 companies in India. They are successfully adopting IdeaComb for their internal idea management and innovation management. This is also developed on SharePoint. And Ormux is a rich media content management framework for video streaming and built-in ad mechanisms. We also have a Bodhi knowledge management framework for SharePoint again. This helps the customers to manage all their knowledge management assets effectively using this framework. These are all the various assets and services offered by Spadeworks, and that's all for me for this webinar. Thanks for joining. So we will be updating you soon about the demo and the timing of next webinar. Please join us, and we will be likely to share our learnings on developing such BI solutions on Windows Azure using HDInsight. Thanks for your participation.